Hello everybody, Eric here and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to ask the question, do I still recommend the new Amazon Paperwhite 2021 after using it for 2 weeks? Now I did a review on this when it first came out. I gave my first impressions. I did like it, but now I've used it quite a bit. I've compared it to my other Kindles, which I have 5 Kindles now, 5. Maybe I'm a Kindle addict, I don't know. Let me know, but stay tuned to find out because we want to get to the bottom. Is it worth upgrading? Who should upgrade? And why would you want to buy this 2021 Paperwhite? If you enjoy my videos on the Kindles and other tech stuff, please like and hit that subscribe button. Plus all the links to all my Kindle reviews are in the description below, so check those out too. Starting with customer reviews. On Amazon.com right now and looking at the ratings, 252, not a ton, but it's only been out for a couple weeks. But if we see this, we're looking at 69% plus 13%. I usually combine the 4 and 5 stars and just say, you know, that whenever I buy an item, I just add these two up and say, you know, it's 82%. That's pretty good. Could be a little bit better, but I read a lot of reviews. I spent probably a half an hour going through reviews, seeing what people like about it, seeing what they didn't like about, and I'll give you the summary. Basically, the 1 and 2 stars, a lot of people, if you look down here, that the operating system, the whole Kindle keeps freezing. So I'm not sure what the deal is with the screen freezing, but like I said, this is probably the #1 issue. So that sounds like a hardware problem, which you really can't fix that. At that point, you'd want to just send it back. But for some reason, maybe it's a new operating system, which we'll talk about in a little bit, which I really don't like. But this is a problem for some people. Keeps freezing. Mine hasn't had any problems. Mine works smooth. Let me know if you've had issues, but so far so good on my end. If you've had a frozen screen or you buy a Paperwhite ever that has a big hardware problem like that, just send it back, like I said. I mean, there's really not much you can do. Maybe you can try to update it, maybe reset it, restart it. But the best thing to do is, I mean, it's easy to return to Amazon and just exchange it for one that doesn't give you that issue. The second big complaint that I read about on Amazon was people are finding it harder to hold now. So they went from a 6-inch to a 6.8-inch screen, and they say it's harder to grip with one hand. I don't find that an issue. I think I have average size hands. I think they did a good job with this rubbery back. It feels like it's pretty sticky, and that holds it, in my case, just fine. Now, let's compare it to the older form factor. I have a Paperwhite from a couple generations back. It's not all that much bigger. It's a little bit taller. You can see that. Zoom out. And let's check the width. It's a hair wider as well. So hair taller, hair wider. I don't think it's hard to hold, but I think everyone's different. And if you're sitting down, it's just fine. But maybe you're like me and you like to read in bed, so I'm going to put it over my head. It does make it a little bit more difficult. Not really because of the size, more because they decrease the size of the bezels. See those nice thin bezels? Well, everybody kind of wants that, or most people do, but I wonder if that's a detriment for some, because you got to watch your thumb here, and you have to make sure you're not going to press on the screen, as opposed to my older one. You know, kind of maybe a big bulky bezel, say that 3 times, isn't such a bad thing. And people were saying, well, now I can't put it in my pocket. Well, I never thought about putting a Kindle in my pocket, but I did try it, and you can put the older versions in your pocket just fine, but obviously for a backpack or purse, it's not really going to matter a whole lot. So yeah, so let me know what you think, whether you like the thinner bezels or you prefer the old chunkier style. As I tilt it back, it's definitely a little bit easier to hold if you read at night above your head. I'm not sure who actually does this, but for sake of argument, it actually fits. 2021 version. Not so much. It does fit, but feels a lot bulkier. one more complaint, and I promise you we'll get to the positives, is on the new operating system. This isn't just with the Paperwhite, but all of them have got the update, or yours will probably update to this new operating system, which is a little bit of a challenge. If you're reading and, oh, I think I need to purchase this book. I did not. Did I buy it? I did buy Tribe of Mentors, and I haven't read it yet. That's a thick one. Come on, open up. Anyway, people are complaining about that it is chunky. This new operating system is clunky, I guess is the better word. When you go, you got to drop this down, you got to touch, then touch again, and then use this that button to get back. And then now they have this, so I can't even do it. They have this, so touch up top. Now if you want to go back to the library, you actually have to hit that library button. So there are some things that definitely made it a little bit slower. It seems clunkier. I'm slowly getting used to it. I think this X is new up here to close things out. Let me know what you think about the new operating system. I have mixed feelings, but I'm just sharing that that was a complaint for some people, and I empathize with that a little bit. I hope I didn't scare you away with all those negatives. Just wanted to get those out of the way. There are so many more positive things about the new Paperwhite. Most people, including myself, looking at the reviews, they love the bigger screen, they love the faster page turns, and they love the warm light. So let's get into some of those. For comparison's sake, I have it next to my 2015 Paperwhite here. You can see the screen's definitely bigger. It's nicer, more real estate when you read. You know, I mean, bigger is almost always better, but like I just said, smaller is not bad too. I don't know. I am torn on this. Would I buy it just for the bigger screen? Oh man, probably not. I would probably buy it because this thing is quite a bit faster. As I was going to talk about later, I'll talk about it now. This thing is quite a bit snappier as opposed to, let's look at this 2015 model. Come on. That's not bad. But this, look at how much faster that is. So I think this bigger screen is, that one's a draw. So I don't know if I agree with that's a benefit or not, but I think that the speed is definitely a benefit. I don't have the one that was in between this one. This is 2015, but this one shared the same form factor. But if you have a 2015, it's definitely this one's noticeably faster. The second feature that people really liked, which I like, is the warm light. So if we come up here, most of you have seen this. We get the menu. Where's the menu? Drop that down. And you see we have this nice amber light. And that's just better on the eyes. Most people like to turn this up at night. Now, this one in the Signature Edition, it has the auto light too, so it will adjust the light to your surroundings. That's nice. That one's $189 regular price. This is $139, so this does not have that. But that Signature Edition one is nice too, because that gives you the ad-free, and also it's 32 gig, and it's wireless charging. Those are the three biggest improvements to me. Are the 6.8-inch screen, it's got the amber warm light, plus it's faster. But there are a lot of other benefits too. It's supposed to have a better battery life, months now instead of weeks. Now, I haven't had a chance to do a long-term test, and some people have actually said the battery is really bad. So you have to let me know if you've run into the battery issue, a battery problem. But overall, I think they're going to be about the same battery life, maybe a little bit better. The other thing was the USB-C. This is a huge improvement too. The micro USB, that's just a pain in the butt. You know, you have to figure out which way it goes. But this one, USB-C, it's a symmetrical connection, if you can see that right there. So you don't have to worry about which way you plug it in. The last upgrade that I'll mention from Amazon is that they upgraded the LED lights. This now has 17 LED lights compared to the 12 on the previous generation. My Paperwhite, the one that I showed you, that's a 2015, and that's got 5 LEDs. So going from 5 to 17 is a big deal, but I don't have the previous gen to show you 12 LEDs to 17. I can't imagine it's that big of a difference. All I can show you is 5 versus 17, and it is definitely, you can tell it's brighter if that's important to you. So do I recommend it after 2 weeks of using it? Yes, I can say I still recommend it, especially if you have a 2015 or older Paperwhite, or you have the Amazon Basic and you're reading more. This has got the 300 PPI screen, which is much clearer text. I mean, I noticed, maybe some of you can't notice, let me know, but I can tell it's a big difference between 300 PPI and 167. So older Kindle, yes, upgrade. Or Kindle Basic and you reading a lot, now you want something better, I highly recommend this one too. Also, keep a lookout for my comparison, my 2-week, I guess it'll be a 3-week comparison, this versus the Kindle Oasis. That's the top of the line one, but you got to wonder if I still think this one competes with it, or this has knocked the Oasis off its perch. So we'll come back to that question very soon. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and subscribe. Check out the description for all the links to all the Kindle models there. If you click on those, that helps me keep making videos. Plus, I've done a lot of other reviews, so check those out as well. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.